Hi, welcome to Senior Savvy. I'm Jane Wells, your host for today's show. Senior Savvy is brought to you by the Oshkosh Seniors Center, where it's our mission to enrich the quality of life for adults ages 50 and older. Finally, summer is here, but one thing we have to remember is to drink our water. Hydration, hydration, hydration. Coffee doesn't count, soda doesn't count. You have to be drinking that water. Or if it's too hot in your place where you live, come on down to the Senior Center where we have air conditioning and a great atmosphere, and we have water for you too. So come on down and visit us. Exciting things are happening as usual, and today I am excited to introduce my guest, and we're going to talk about some events that are coming up this summer. So my guest today is Judy Brewer, and Judy is president of the Friends of the Oshkosh Senior Center. Hi, Judy.
Hi, thanks for inviting me today.
Thanks for coming. So, as usual, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get involved in Friends? That kind of stuff.
I got involved with Friends, basically my appreciation of the Oshkosh Senior Center. I worked at the Oshkosh Senior Center for a number of years and believed in their mission, believed in what they were doing, and knew that the Friends were the fundraising entity of the Oshkosh Senior Center and wanted to give back and make sure that the Senior Center has an opportunity to continue all those great services and programs.
Well, and we sure appreciate all of your efforts, and it has been a little bit more than a full-time job even for you, and it's all volunteers, so thank you to you and all the other members of the board who have put together Murder Mystery Dinner and what we're going to actually talk about today, which are the Food Truck Fridays. So thank you for all of that, because without those efforts, the Senior Center wouldn't be able to exist as it does.
Correct.
Right. All right. So Food Truck Friday, there's a lot of buzz around this event. So tell us a little bit about it. What exactly is a food truck?
Food Truck Friday is an opportunity for a variety of food trucks to come to South Park, offering a variety of foods from Mexican to the traditional hot dogs that we think of in summer, to fish and egg rolls. So there are 10 food trucks with a variety of opportunities for food.
Wonderful.
So the food trucks gather, and you are welcome to purchase any or all the opportunities.
So if you have a family and Joey wants tacos and Timmy wants hot dogs and Susie wants this, you can meet all of their needs all in one space, isn't it?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, it is a really cool event. So last summer was the first time Food Truck Friday occurred, and it was amazing.
It was a great success. So upon that success, we felt, gee, let's offer it 3 Fridays this summer. So this year it's 3 Fridays, June 16th, this upcoming Friday.
Yay.
And then July 14th and August 11th.
Right.
And at these food trucks, in addition to this large variety of food, there is water and soda for purchase, and that is profits that we will come back and for those programs and services that we talked about at the Senior Center. And then there'll also be Mike Malone is a jazz ensemble.
Oh,
and so you can enjoy music while you're listening. We'll also have 50-50 raffles, so if you are interested in doing a little bit of gambling there.
And I will track you down because I'm going to be selling those 50-50 tickets.
Yes, yes, Jane is our, and also selling those 50-50 tickets is Steve and Diane Sagmeister. And some of you may remember Steve Sagmeister, a former police officer with the City of Oshkosh.
Yes, exactly.
And so it's a great opportunity to come out and enjoy that food, enjoy the great music. Mike also plays at various places in Oshkosh, including Gardenia's and Beckett's.
Wonderful.
So if you have heard him before, you know that his music is fun listening.
Right. And the cool thing about this whole event being at South Park is it really does encourage families to come, because last year the kids were playing over on the beautiful inclusive playground, and we had people in line for the food trucks, and we had the beverages flowing, and then we had the live music. It really was a very, very neat atmosphere and a fun event to be at.
Correct. And there's the splash pad also at South Park.
That's right.
And if the weather is hot, you can enjoy that opportunity too. And lots of areas for sitting. Bring your lawn chairs if you just want to come and sit and enjoy the music, enjoy the beautiful air at South Park.
So last year when Food Truck Rally happened, how many food trucks were there?
Last year we had 5 food trucks, and there were a few long lines.
Yes.
So this year there are 10 food trucks.
So double the amount of food
Double the
trucks.
amount of food trucks. And also we're doing something a little bit different this year too. We will have soda and water and some beer out in the parking lot.
Okay.
So that we'll have some carts so that if you're waiting in line, you can also purchase a soda.
Oh, nice.
Get
so
a
they're
beer.
kind of walking around with
Right,
these carts and moving
right.
around with them. So tell us a little bit about South Park, just in case somebody isn't exactly sure where South Park is.
South Park is located on the corner of South Park Avenue and Georgia Street.
Okay.
And so there's also opportunity to park in the church parking lot across the street if
Wonderful.
you feel that you like just a little short walk, or parking is all around the area.
Okay, great.
So look for the signs in various stores and
Right.
communities throughout the area.
Right.
And also there's some yard signs out there, so check us
Follow
out.
the signs. Okay.
Time is from 5 to 9.
That was my next question.
Oh,
5 till
okay.
9, yes.
5 to 9.
And so somebody can come anytime during that time frame, stand in line, get your food, listen to some great music. You can
Correct.
hang out all night if you want, or if you only have an hour or two to spare, come and do it for that. And again, the cause is really to help support the Oshkosh Senior Center, and the Friends do all of this. So let's quickly talk about some of the other dates. So for the date in June is going to be, we already talked about Mike Malone and his jazz ensemble, but then who's coming in July? July 14th.
The Del Reys.
The Del Reys,
Yes.
awesome. And that's a great music to dance to and have some real-
Right. Great music
fun,
from
too.
the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Right.
And then in August, on August 11th, is country. Everybody
Perfect.
loves a little bit country, a little boot scooting.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Put on our jeans and our boots and come on
Coming down, yes.
Yep. And of course, all of the entertainment is family friendly. It's not, the whole event itself is all family friendly.
Right. Everyone is welcome to come,
Mm-hmm.
and the idea is geared to come down, socialize, meet your friends, enjoy some great food.
Right. And if it were to rain, does the event still happen?
The event still happens. We do have a pavilion, so the
Right.
Mike Malone will be inside the pavilion. We will have beverages inside the pavilion.
Right.
And if it does rain, and we're predicting that, we'll just move the food trucks in a little closer.
Right, right. And the other thing too is if it's really hot, it's nice to be able to get out of the sun and be in the pavilion where it's usually cooler and with the concrete floor.
But
and
we
things
also have
like
to
that.
remember that South Park has some great shade trees.
That's right. It is wonderful. So, kinds of money that you suggest a family bring, because they want to buy the food, they want to buy some beverages, they want to participate in that 50-50 raffle.
Well, let me give you an idea of what the costs are.
Okay.
So the food trucks will range their food from anywhere from $1 to probably the most expensive entree would be about $7.
Okay.
And that might include that fish dinner that I'm talking about
Sure.
from Vicky's Lunch Wagon.
Right.
Okay. Or if you just want to pick up a taco, you can pick up a taco for $2, hot dog for
Right.
$2.50. It varies. The beverages, all water and soda, is $1.
What a deal.
And then Coors, we will be serving Coors. That is $3, and craft beers are $4.
Okay.
50-50 raffle is $1 for one ticket, but you can get an arm's length from your nose to the end of your fingers for $10.
All right. Perfect. And how many times during the night will you draw for the 50-50
We will
raffle?
do 2 raffles
Okay.
for the 50-50. The first one will be at 7 p.m. and the other one will be at 8:15.
Okay, so 7 and 8:15. So be there with your money to buy those raffle tickets. All right, real quickly again, Judy, why don't you just give us those dates for this summer for the Food Truck Fridays at South Park?
June 16th, June 16th, July 14th, and August 11th.
And all of them are from 5 until 8 p.m.
5 until 9 p.m.
I'm so sorry, 5 until 9 p.m.
5 until 9 p.m.
Wonderful. Great. Well, thank you, Judy, again, for coming on the show, for putting on Food Truck Friday. I know that you yourself have put a lot of time into this event, and they are so much fun, and it's something great for the entire community.
Great. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Come on
Great.
down.
All right. Thank you. All right. We have a quick PSA coming up for you, and then after that, Paula Steinert, who is the director of the Golden Tones, will be on Senior Savvy. See you in just a minute.
Granddad, it's me. An accident in Mexico. I'm in jail.
Jimmy, is that you?
Yeah, it's Jimmy. I need money for bail right now.
In jail?
You need to send money right now. Please don't tell anyone.
Scammers are tricky and can pretend to be anybody in any situation. They seem like the real deal. They play on your fears. The goal? To get you to act fast. Check out if they really are who they say they are, even if they sound like a loved one. Heard from an imposter? Report it at ftc.gov/imposters.
And that was very important information in that PSA. Your grandson Jimmy is not in jail in Costa Rica or whatever. Don't believe those calls when they come. If you were to get a phone call like that, hang up and call your grandson and find out what the truth is really that is going on. All right, so in addition to Food Truck Friday, there are other wonderful things happening this summer. And so I have my next guest is Paula Steinert, who is director of the Oshkosh Golden Tones, Oshkosh Seniors Center Golden Tones, and she's going to tell us a little bit about some exciting things coming up this summer. So welcome, Paula.
Thank you. It's good to be here again.
Yeah, thank you for coming on the show. So tell us just a little bit about yourself. How did you get involved in music?
Oh my gosh, I've been in music ever since I was a little kid. I started out with guitar and violin, and just many different musical things through the years. Oshkosh Symphony, Fox Valley Symphony, music in high school and college, and right here in chorale, and a lot of things over the years.
You are so musically talented, and we are so fortunate to have you share that talent with us at the Senior Center. So let's talk a little bit about the Golden Tones. What exactly are they? And
well, they've become a 4-part chorus: soprano, alto, tenor, bass. We've averaged around the last few years between 35 and 40 members. I think we have about 38 right now. For anybody that's watching, we have a need right now for basses.
So if you have that deep voice,
that's right.
you
That's
can
right.
Sing.
And we do a variety of choral music, patriotic, Broadway standards, Christmas, you name it.
Right, like you said, just a wide variety. And you're changing your music all the time. You don't learn one song and that's all you sing for the next 8 months.
No, that's correct. We always have a tradition now of 2 big concerts at the Senior Center, and so those have a variety of music. One is a holiday concert, of course, and the other one is always during the summer. But then we're always tailoring our programs to the groups that we perform for. When we go out for nursing homes and assisted living facilities, there are definite types of music that they look for.
Sure.
So the chorus, this is a really good group of volunteers. They're committed, they're dedicated, and they're willing to learn and always excited to learn new things.
Right, and we do consider the people who are a part of the chorus volunteers, because they do, in addition to rehearsal, they have these off-site concerts and special events or venues that they go to and perform, and it's really giving of their talent and their time to do that. So let's just real quickly talk about the benefits of music, because as we age, certain things help us to keep our brain firing and active, and music is definitely one of them.
Music is definitely. I often use the story of a woman many years ago at one of the Alzheimer's facilities that really couldn't connect with anybody anymore, but she could sit down at the piano and play Mozart or play Bach and know everything from memory. That part of her that still remembered that musical ability. And I always tell the singers, no matter how old you get, music can always be a part of your life.
Right.
Our oldest bass, and I've mentioned John before, he turns 100 this month.
I know, it's amazing.
And he still sings, he still drives, he still is active with the EAA, and there's the volunteer spirit alive and kicking.
But it helps not only for those who hear the music, but it also helps for those who are performing the music.
Oh, it does,
to
greatly,
that rhythm and
greatly.
that timing and all of that stuff keeps firing. Let's quickly shift gears now and let's talk about the upcoming concert. Sorry, that is going to be in July.
That's right. We have our big summer concert is Sunday, July 16th at the Senior Center North Building, and that's a 2:00 concert. We will be having a lot of patriotic favorites, so all you veterans out there and current servicemen and women, please consider coming to this.
Right.
We also have a special dedication at that concert to Alan Johnson, who's one of the basses that we unfortunately lost in March. He was also very active in the theater community. So there's a Broadway segment that's in memory of him. And we also have a dedication of a piece of music that we're doing at that concert in memory of Irene Wolfe, who was one of our sopranos we unfortunately lost last year.
Sure, sure. So what is the title or the theme for that concert?
Stars and Stripes, Stage and Song.
Right, so kind of encompasses, like you just said, the patriotic, but then also the Broadway. So a great variety. And we have a couple of guests joining us that day, don't we?
We do. Our guest accompanist again is Marshall Potter, and a dear friend of mine, operatic baritone in the area, Sean Lynch, is going to join us for some things too.
Wonderful. And, again, this is on Sunday, July 16th, 2:00 in the afternoon. Anybody is welcome. This concert appeals to all ages. We typically have a very great turnout for this.
We do.
There is no cost of admission, but we do pass the basket and ask for a donation, and that proceeds all go to the Senior Center and then right back into the Golden Tones to help, buy music and tune pianos and purchase vests and all those other things. So we sure hope that people can find it in their calendar to come on, or mark that on your calendar.
Yes, definitely
and
please
on
come,
down.
because it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is wonderful.
And they work so hard.
Yes, they do. But that's not the only thing happening, is it?
No. We originally were going to have our concert on July 9th, and that got changed to the 16th because we have the great honor of opening on July 9th at 1:30 p.m. at the Leach Amphitheater for the kids from Wisconsin.
Which is wonderful.
It
And
is really cool.
It is.
And just about all of our singers are going to be there. We have one that unfortunately, well, not for her, she's going to be in Alaska, but everyone else is going to be with
Right.
us, and Marshall will be with us. So it's going to be a delightful day.
And what a great honor for the Golden Tones to
It
be
is.
asked
It really
to
is.
open. And how neat, because it really shows how music can span generations. You
Exactly.
have these young kids, you have these older adults, and it's all tied together with music and sound.
That is very true.
And are you performing the exact same songs at that concert that you are at the July 16th
No.
concert? Oh, of course not.
No, it'll be a different concert. There might be a couple things that'll be the same, but we have some other fun, peppy songs that we're going to be doing. So definitely a different program. Consider coming to both of them.
Right. So again, opening for the kids from Wisconsin on
July 9th, Sunday, July 9th. We sing at 1:30, and then the kids from Wisconsin come on at 3.
Wonderful. And then the big concert at the Oshkosh Senior Center is on Sunday, July 16th at
Correct.
2:00 p.m. at the North Building, which is the old Do-It Center building.
Yes.
We'll open doors probably about 1:30 and come on in and get your seat and join us. And it's a wonderful day. We do have refreshments afterwards, a couple of cookies and some punch for those that attend.
It's going to be a fun afternoon. Everybody's getting excited. We have rehearsal this afternoon, and we're getting psyched.
Exactly. And again, how nice that you can do a tribute to Al Johnson and to Irene Wolfe, and and just share a little bit about the music that they loved, and
Exactly.
helps to kind of still keep them a part of the whole group.
Yeah, we usually when we lose singers, it's unfortunately because of a passing, and we always like to remember them in a special way.
Yeah, and that's very neat. And Marshall is fabulous on the piano. He's such a fun character to have around.
That is true. Marshall is a fun character, and he's also a very dear friend, and we've done a lot of things together over the years, so I'm
Right.
happy to have him on board again.
Wonderful. Do you mind one more time just wrapping up the dates and the times and places for people to be?
Sunday, July 9th at the Leach Amphitheater. The Golden Tones at 1:30, followed by the kids from Wisconsin at 3. That's a free event. And then Sunday, July 16th at the Senior Center North Building. Doors will open at 1:30, and we sing at 2, and there are refreshments following that free concert, although please remember donations.
Right, exactly.
So-
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Paula, and all of the Golden
You're
Tone
welcome. You're welcome.
participants, because your music is lovely and beautiful, and you put a lot of effort and time into it, and we sure appreciate the gift of your talent that you share with us.
And we appreciate the ability to do it and hope for a great turnout.
Wonderful, good. All right, although our intern Nick has moved on to grad school, he still has left us with a few tips and advice for exercising. So next up we have news from Nick. Enjoy.
Hi, and welcome to News with Nick. I'm your host, Nick Pavick, a senior from the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. And today we're going to talk about balance. So again, just a quick reminder of who I am. I'm a senior studying kinesiology. I range anywhere from cardiac rehab to senior fitness. And so we're going to talk about how balance is a common issue as you age. And one thing that I'd like to stress is that you should consult your doctor before starting a balance-based exercise program. And that's just because falls obviously can be dangerous and can lead to worse health effects. That said, it is important though to keep yourself in a state where you can work on your balance.
You might ask yourself, why is it that seniors fall? Well, there are a number of changes that occur that can lead to it. Your vision may decrease, which can lead to falls due to not seeing clearly. Your hips and legs can become weaker, making it harder to walk. You can develop poor posture or have spinal degeneration, making it harder to stand erect. Our ability to lift our feet decreases and we can stumble. It takes longer to react when something is in our way, causing us to fall. Many drugs interact, causing dizziness or decreased balance. Low blood pressure can lead to lightheadedness, and that does also increase our risk for falls.
So today we're going to go over a few things that we can do both from home, if you're stuck at home or if the weather's bad, and in the Fox Fitness Center. So grab a chair or something to balance on. And we're going to work from, whenever you work on balance exercises, you want to start from where you are the most stable and then progress throughout time to a state where you're more unstable. The first thing that we're going to do is an ankle raise. So grab the back of your chair or grab onto a wall, and all you're going to do is from your toes, you're going to press yourself up and then back down, nice and slow. Up and back down. And you want to do this 8 to 10 times and then take a break. Nice and slow. Now, as you become more comfortable with this and as you do this throughout time, you can then take a step away from your chair and do the ankle raise on your own without the help of a chair. That's what I was talking about when I say starting from something stable to going to unstable. And the last progression that you would do is a stretch where you're just going to walk up on your toes, nice and slow. And when you do these, for the first two, you want to do 8 to 10 like I said before. While walking up on your toes, you could do that for 10 seconds and then relax. And then you could do it again for 10 seconds. Another thing that's important to do is to work on your lateral side of your body, so the outsides of your body, so the hips on out. And that's important because oftentimes that's an area that we neglect through our exercises. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is grab the back of your chair and kick out your leg. Just swing it out and then back in. Nice and slow. And you can also adjust it. I'll adjust it here so you can see it from this angle. Nice and slow out and back in. Taking your time. And again, you're going to want to do this 8 to 10 times on both legs. The next thing that you can do is you can do a side lunge and a little bit of a squat. Again, holding onto that chair if you need to balance that way, and then back up. And then back down. Both legs. So again, something that's important is that as you become more comfortable with balance, that you can step away from the chair and do it without the chair too. But again, only when you become to a stage where you're comfortable without doing that. The last thing that you can do balance-wise is cross your legs and then come out with it. So that leg swing that we performed earlier, but now just with a little variation where you're crossing that hip and both sides. So here we are again, coming out all the way across. And that would be 8 to 10 times. And those are just recommendations. So if you can't do 8 to 10 times, then start off with like 4 or 5 and then work your way up. So you may ask, how do these exercises help with balance? Well, these exercises kind of target muscle groups that are most likely to be neglected on your body. And by re-strengthening them, they're going to help rebuild that balance in those muscles. And that's really our goal. So from here, kind of on down, a lot of force comes from those muscles and a lot of stability. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to stop in to the North Senior Center and see Amanda or myself. I hope to see you soon.
Well, we sure enjoyed having Nick as an intern at the Senior Center, and his information is so valuable. Grab a chair, start swinging those legs and doing exercises. It doesn't matter if you can only do 1 or 2 when you first start. The important part is that you do start. And Nick has demonstrated many easy things to start out with at home. And again, if you can't do it 8 to 10 times, cut it back until you can do it 8 to 10 times. Once you have that 8 to 10 times down, step away from the chair and try it that way. And again, we're trying to build some of those core muscles to help us with our balance, because we don't want people falling. So I hope you enjoyed today's show. There's so much going on at the Oshkosh Senior Center. Come on down and check us out. Great fun at Food Truck Fridays coming up. Please, if you can, tell your families, tell everyone to come on down and be a part of that fun event. Have a great time, listen to some live music, enjoy some beverages, and have a great summer night out. And then, of course, there is also the concerts that are coming up at the Senior Center. So if you have any questions, feel free to call us, 232-5300. Thank you for watching Senior Savvy. See you next time.